Do you have an ancestor who lied about their biographical details that you need to help let other researchers know so that they can stop making some mistakes in your family tree? Well, today we're going to talk about ways to document that your ancestor lied, what the truth was, and how to let users of FamilySearch know what is up. At a genealogy workshop, I heard a terrific question from a classmate. She has an ancestor that traveled to America and did everything to hide their connection to the home country. He was cutting off his family, he was cutting off his homeland, and he made a lot of false statements in various records about his identity. She finally figured out this story and she wants to set the record straight, and her chosen platform is FamilySearch. Today, I'm going to share with you 4 places where you can correct the record and hopefully help other researchers know what the truth is because they have lying ancestors. So let me introduce you to Paul. He is my 3rd great grand uncle. So hello, Paul. Nice to see you. Now, I don't believe that Paul lied about anything, but we're just going to use his profile to show you where you can correct the record. So in this person's case, she said that her relative had lied about his birth date and his birth location. Now, if we go into birth date and birth location and we click on the pencil icon, wherever it shows up for you on your version of FamilySearch, click on that little pencil icon. Notice there are a number of sources attached to Paul. 1843 Switzerland, 1843 Germany, 1846, 1844 Switzerland, 1844 Germany. Okay, we got some problems going on, don't we? Already even in the profile that where he didn't really lie. So this can actually apply to a lot of situations. But let's say he was from Italy and he was born in 1836. The place that you can fix that is you can make the changes to the date and the birthplace. But right here in this reason this information is correct. Which information? This information right here. So we're going to explain he lied. And the reason we know he lied is because we took a DNA test. All of his relatives are Italian. There is no German. There is no Switzerland. And there is a diary that explained that when he left the family, he had written everybody off and hid his identity, right? Now, you may have some or none of that information to explain the conflict, but this is the first place that you have to try to explain why there are sources that say one thing and you went and put something else in the date and birthplace location. That's place number 1. Place number 2 is the Collaborate tab. How many of you are using the Collaborate tab to explain problems, situation, research, questions, and so forth? If you are, say yes in the comments. If you aren't, say not yet, because hopefully you'll be using this in the future. So I'd rather you say not yet than no. So click on Add Note, and here you can say correct birth date. And if you really want everybody to know that there is a correct birth date, click on Alert. And now you need to explain why the birth date is correct that you put in and invite people not to change it. And then you need to reference the sources that you used about this information, which leads us to place number 3. Elvis Presley has the alerts that I was trying to reference for Paul. I don't have any alerts for Paul because I don't know anything is truly inaccurate at the time. But in the case of Elvis, there are some notes that you researchers really want others to know about before they start making changes. So had we added a note for Paul, this would show up. Important research has been done. Please read these alert notes before making changes. When you click on that, while the Collaborate tab has 34 notes and discussions, this one was marked as an alert, and it refers to his living wife, Priscilla. So had we made a note about our ancestor named Paul, who lied about his birth, we could have it birth, date, and place. Here's the lie. Here's the fact. And that will jump out at other researchers. It will also show up on the merge page. Hey, people have done some research. Be sure you read these notes before you make any merges. So when you are flagging it as an alert, you really want people to read it. So don't flag everything, but do flag the things that are probably in the most conflict. Let's go back to Paul. So we have talked about in the birth location, we can put an explanation here. And we've talked about the Collaborate tab. But now I really want you to consider coming to the Memories tab, clicking on Add Memory and Write. And here, you're going to tell the story of why he lied about his birth and his birthplace. Now, if the story is rather lengthy, hopefully you'll write it in a text document of some sort, be it Apple Pages, be it Microsoft Office or Google Documents. Save it to a file, and then you can do upload. You can upload PDF files, and there's some other file formats that you will be able to find the latest supported file types here within the instructions. Upload it as a memory because this is going to be useful in the fourth location where you can set the record straight. And the fourth place you're going to set the record straight is you're going to have a source. That is going to come from the memories if you have the lengthy explanation, or you may need to add an offline source, add new source. And this is either from a web page that you got information from, a blog you got it from, or you're adding it from the memory. Notice you can't just add a source that doesn't have a URL or a memory. So you might have to have the little explanation of the story and turn that story into your now source. Fill out this information. If you don't know how or what to put, be sure to drop questions in the comment section below. After you create that source, the memory will be attached to the source, and you can come back to the birth and tag that source if you didn't tag it already, that new source that you created. You cannot add the source or the memory note to the note here, and then you won't be able to tag the source here. So your source is your memory. You'll connect it to the sources, right, by creating a new source, and it's from the memory, and then you'll tag that to the details as well. So those are the 4 places where you can set the record straight. The other, it's still number 4, but it's a 4.5. Let's call it a 4.5. So let's say this census record talked about his birth, right? His birth date and place. One thing you can do is click Edit, and in the notes, you can explain why, even though this document said he was born in a certain place at a certain time, you have evidence that it is in conflict with the truth, and you can say, see the note, see the memory, see the source that explains it further to help people refer back to that source, refer back to that memory that you created, that story that you created, or what the file that you uploaded, because it's more lengthy to explain. And now you're connecting everything together, and you've done everything possible to set the record straight about those lying ancestors and why they tried to hide where they were born and when. Now, this applies to almost every fact you can have on the family tree. If your ancestor just lied about the weather and what his favorite color was, I don't really have a place for you to put that on FamilySearch, but if he lied about his birth, his death, his marriage, his relatives, his children, and so forth, now you know how to set the record straight. If you have any other questions about your ancestors that you're wondering, how can I record this for other researchers? Let me know in the comments below, and don't necessarily limit yourself to FamilySearch website. It can be on any of the major genealogical platforms. We will see you in the next video, and be sure to have fun climbing your family tree, because if family history isn't fun, you're doing it wrong.